Gun people! Y'all remember this movie back in the day? It was called The Gauntlet. Clint Eastwood. He's a cop, good cop, trying to bring in a witness. And all these cops are just following orders. And as they get here...
Open fire.
So I remember watching this and saying, there's no way that all these cops would surround a vehicle and start shooting multiple rounds out of control, endangering innocent people. And I said, Hollywood is so stupid. This is just so excessive. And then fast forward to today. Welcome to another episode of Earning the Hate. Here we go.
Whoa, got fired. Shots fired, shots fired. We've got multiple shots fired.
So good Lord, look at the size of this guy. So how did we get here? Maybe that's a woman, sorry. Didn't want to mispronounce. Let's take a look at this. So, this starts out as...
Through the gate,
I'm
coming
gonna
out
go
the
ahead.
gate on the backside.
Mute this. It starts out, this guy supposedly, a report that he stabbed the mother of his children, not his wife, not his girlfriend. The media was very specific about the mother of his children. So he stabbed this one. We don't know if she stabbed him or tried to stab him or tried to kill the kids and he was protected. We don't know any of that. We just know that he tried to stab the mother of his children. And when he walked and got in a car, he had an AK-47. And one fine police officer said, I think he pointed at me. So this is why he gets killed. We used to have a thing called due process to where you were innocent until proven guilty. Cop's job was to arrest you, gather evidence, and present it to the court so a jury of your peers could judge whether or not you were guilty, holding government in check. That's no longer the case. We now have rogue posses of cops out there just killing people for no reason other than they can and they're not accountable. So this pursuit goes through the city. He's going very slow, supposedly going 30 or 40, according to them, 30 or 40 miles an hour. So it's actually kind of smart that he is keeping the cops close to him doing this pursuit because the sirens are actually helping clear traffic for him. When he gets into congested areas, oh, here's a guy that was doing some putting out the spike strip. I wanted to check out his tattoo because he had a nice tattoo. What is his tattoo? I like to admire people's art. Oh, that's a nice tattoo. No idea what it means. Maybe somebody can clear that up in the comments. Anyway, I digress. So the police officer here is setting up a spike strip, which doesn't work. He misses. He sets it up. He's ready to pull. The guy's coming in, and right here you see the spike strip. He pulled it too far in front of the guy, and the guy went around it. Shocking. Anyway, so the pursuit goes on through the city. Again, we just have a guy suspected of stabbing the mother of his children. And he's got an AK-47. Nowhere does it say he pointed at him. He never shot at him. He never threatened the cops in any way. These are just cops following him because he ran and he disrespected the blue line. How dare he not stop at our lights and siren? Well, we can just kill him because we think he may, coulda, woulda, shoulda stabbed. Even though there's been no investigation, we don't even know if we got the right guy. We don't even know if there's other people in the car that we're shooting. But you know what? We're the blue line. And it doesn't matter. Because we'll have idiots out there saying, we need to support the police. It's a tough job. You know, there's a lot of tough jobs. but you're still held accountable for being reckless and endangering people. So after this long pursuit, he ends up getting hit by a citizen. Right here, you see this car driving, no idea, doesn't hear the lights and sirens, and he pulls right out in front of her, and shocking, he gets hit. So she does pretty much a better pit than all the paid government flunkies that's been following for an hour. She does a greater job than all of them put together. But I digress. Matter of fact, it's a he. Maybe he identifies as a she, but we'll see. So let's play the video now on kind of what happens.
Signal 4, Florida and Gladys, Florida and Gladys.
Signal 4, accident. Cops surround the suspect. Driver does a great job. I'm out of here. I'm getting the hell out of here. Now, let's just give a little more information that the cops, the poor cops, didn't have. They were in the fear of their life, Rick. They don't have time to check this car or worry about some dummy that wasn't smart enough to get out of the car. So what would you do if I told you there was 3 young kids in the back seat that couldn't get out because of the accident, and this person left them and the cops didn't check? Does that change the shooting? For some people, they don't care. They'll say, so what if the kids get killed? Cops are doing a good job, and they don't have time to check, and they shouldn't have to check, and they shouldn't have to worry about who's standing in the store, and they shouldn't worry about these 10 buildings and their bullets going. They shouldn't have to worry about that, Rick. They're the police, they're the blue line, and we should support them no matter what they do, and if they kill you, well, we should still support them. All right, freaking idiots.
All right, the other car is out of the way and ran. They're out of the area. Suspect has not exited the vehicle yet.
Nowhere does it say he pointed or fired at the police. This killing is because he ran, and because some cop said he had an AK-47, and because somebody else said he stabbed somebody. So to get a death sentence now in this free country with due process where government is supposed to be held in check, all you have to do is make a lot of allegations, and you can kill him.
Shots fired. We've got multiple shots fired.
So who thinks all these cops saw their target, had a good shot, was aware of their background, and put controlled bullets at the suspect to stop a threat? Raise your hand. Well, that's because you're an idiot. Now, who thinks that these cops just all fired because they could, they didn't care, they're not responsible, and everyone else shooting, and this is cool? Raise your hand. You would be in probably the more brilliant area of the other idiots that raise their hand that think these cops are responsible.
Traffic.
So notice the cops surrounding and rapidly firing. This is not a movie. This is not the Gauntlet. This isn't Hollywood over-exaggerating stupid shit. These are real live paid police officers who we're told are trained, who are professional, who want to keep you safe, who will pull you over and write you a $200 ticket for going 1 mile over speed limit in order to keep you safe because they care. Yeah, okay. You keep believing that shit. Oh, look at all those nice assault rifles. Oh, I'm sorry. When government has them, they're patrol rifles. They're only assault rifles when pesky citizens have them to fight and protect themselves against criminals and tyrannical governments. Then they're assault rifles. When the government has them and shoots like this out of control at somebody who hasn't even been convicted, not even convicted, he hasn't even been charged with a crime. And when they kill him, it's not gun violence and it's not assault rifles. I mean, the ignorance that people believe and buy into just amazes me.
Just remove the passenger from a secondary crash vehicle.
Oh, look, there's somebody in the car. Rick, that's not fair because the police didn't have time to check and they were in fear of their life and there's no way they could have just waited. There's no way they could have tried to order the guy out. There's no way they could have Maybe ask the guy that ran, is there anybody else in it? Rick, they didn't have time to do that. The Blue Line heroes had to protect and serve the shit out of you and kill somebody who's not even charged with a crime. Wow. Welcome to free America, where the police will keep you safe. Out freaking outrageous. But wait, it gets better. All those rounds sprayed and prayed. The suspect appeared to have died as a result of a self-inflicted gunshot. The cops didn't even kill him. They fired all those rounds, which we don't know how many. I'm guessing over 100. And a guy died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Holy smokes. All right, whatever. You can go watch us on Police Activity, Tampa Suspect, whatever. Well, in that there, Earning the Hate in my book. I know. Rick, this is an isolated incident. Yeah, okay, whatever. See y'all.